All right. All right. We ready? We ready? Is everyone ready? Hold on. Okay, are we ready? Type 1 in chat if we're ready. Okay, chat, hold on. I got it. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. All right, let's go. The final Tears of the Kingdom trailer. What are we? 3 weeks from the release? 3 weeks. Why do we even need? I don't even know why we need another trailer, but let's do this. I'm kind of hyped for the tall island, the island land. I don't know. I think those are all going to be much bigger than they even look, if that makes sense. Because, like, when you're traversing them, when they showed, oh, those enemies just fighting each other? I actually like that. Oh, that enemy's crafting? How dry do you think Link's eyes get? Oh, the music. Oh, Hatno. That's new. Doesn't look like there's any guardians. Was that Ganondorf? Ooh, bitchin'. That was Bowser. Oh,
Zelda.
God.
We rely on your knight, and that legendary sword he carries. Our last line of defense will be Link.
Link.
Death Star. Ooh, that looked like a dungeon. Oh, that's the reverse time one. Whoa! Oh my God.
I know why I am here. It's something only I can do.
Do not look away. You witness a king's revival and the birth of his new world.
Oh, they just showed the armor. Oh, wow. Ganondorf's just back.
Okay, let's go!
But you are not alone.
Oh!
Link. You are our final hope.
Was that Sidon?
Link. You must find me.
Fuck me in the dick. This game's gonna be so good. That was a really long trailer. Oh, was that Zelda's Lullaby at then? I wasn't even paying attention.
Must find me.
Oh. Jesus Christ, that looks so good. All right. Oh, man. So Ganondorf's in it. Like, straight up Ganondorf, not Ganon. Like, there's like... Oh, man. There was a lot to take in there. Oh. Well, you know, here's the thing with anything from Skyward Sword. I don't know about it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Check out Ganondorf's official design. Skyward Sword's the only Zelda I've never played. Skyward Sword during Subathon? Eh. Oh, they just straight up tweeted out Ganondorf. Oh, that's sexy bastard. All right. Frame by frame. How do I go frame by frame? All right. First things first. Just another look at all these islands. Yeah. Yeah. You got a new thirst trap? It's new Ganondorf. Zelda is the worst title out of Nintendo's top 3 IPs. Oh my God, LeBron James is not a good basketball player because he's not as good as Michael. Shut the fuck up. What is that? What are you fucking talking? What does that even mean? Oh my God, it's one of the top 3 games of all time. Is that what you meant? What? Yeah, that's dumb. That's like saying Kobe Bryant's a shitty basketball player. I'm just saying it's the equally same take. And I don't even think Kobe's top 3. Here we go.
I told you not to play that Zelda video, but do you listen?
It's so good. All right, here we go. Right here on the left, we got a nice looking little like square. Like there's these squares all over these islands, these like boxes. And I don't know, like I think you can just go right through them, honestly. Like go just zip up through the bottom of them. Look at this just hot fucking shot though. Like it kind of annoys me how shitty every game looks on Switch. And then for some reason in Zelda, you can see for 42 miles. In Pokemon, you literally can't have people walking without frame rate drops. But in Zelda, you can see for 42 miles. This is going to run at 30 smooth the whole time, I bet. Big island over here. Really big island up there. Kind of puts into perspective how big Death Mountain is. Death Mountain's fucked up. Did look like Ganondorf. We'll get to that later with Ganondorf. But look at the. I'm assuming these are the towers over here. Like these are the map towers in this one. Or maybe there's zip ups, like portals up to the top. Now that I think about it, when I just said that, these might be actually like just like zoom up elevators, and then you can like it like zips you up, and then you just float down. You know. I feel like this game is going to be easier to no fast travel in. Yeah. Are they going to give us a reason to want to explore is the main thing? Because Breath of the Wild is a huge empty world. Every secret was just more weapons you couldn't hold. I mean, you can hold them and use them, but like... You never just explore for exploring's sake? You don't like solving puzzles just to solve them? The weapons are going to break. All right, chat. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't care. Like, if you don't... Like, here's the thing. I don't think this game... I don't think this game is going to change your mind about Breath of the Wild. All right? Yeah. Is Breath of the Wild empty? Like, it's empty of life, but I don't think it's empty. It just... I think a lot of this stuff is under the surface, like in shrines. I don't think Breath of the Wild's empty by any means. I think there's tons of stuff to do everywhere you look. I don't think it's like as full as Elden Ring is, but I mean, just looking at this so far, like what this trailer did, I mean, it looks pretty good. I don't think breaking weapons is bad. I think I think not being able to finish a fight with one weapon is bad. You know, is Hetsu going to be back? Yeah, is Hetsu going to be back? That's what I want to know. Yeah, this one seems like it has story now, which we didn't think it had any story. Okay, one thing that I like right here. What do they call these again? Not concoctions. They were like the new enemies. So many constructs. Sorry. I like that the construct's fighting another enemy right here. I think that's really cool. Like the construct's like defending its little territory, which I think is kind of cool. These islands, again, like I think the islands are bigger than they appear. Does that make sense? Like once you land on them, they're like a TARDIS, you know? But yeah, seeing them fight this choo-choo right here is, I don't know, it's just kind of cool. Like, I think that's like a nifty little, like it gives them a little, like, what do I want to say? Like the fact that he's like defending his territory, defending himself or whatever, like, you know, and these two aren't just hanging out, gives them personality in life. Yeah, that I really, really like. Character. Yeah, it's just very, very cool, and kind of gives them like they have some sort of like they have a motivation of some sort. You know what I mean? Their motivation isn't just, you know, terrorize or whatever their motivation might be. Their motivation could be to build and make things nice and, you know, blah blah blah. Yeah. And this too, right here, this too, again, just talking about, like, these islands, when you get up there, look fucking gigantic. They really, really do look gigantic. Which I think is cool. And this construct's chopping down a tree, which, like, why? This makes me wonder if enemies and people are going to be living their life. Does that make sense? They're going to have things to do during a day. They're going to have, like, routes they take. Things like that all throughout the day. Which will probably create those really, really annoying, like, you can only see this at 2:30 in the morning puzzles and shit like that. Ooh, theory. You can manage constructs to do tasks to build towns and rebuild Hyrule. I don't think that is a theory. Yeah, that is a theory. You think the constructs were built to replace laborers and guards all around Hyrule? That's another theory. Well, but it showed us fighting them. Why would we be fighting them if they... Well, I mean, you know, they go bad, calamity, blah, 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 I guess. Yeah, that's easy. I mean, hear me out. It does seem like a bad call for a civilization that was wiped out by machines they created to create more machines. But anyway, I do like that theory. I do like those theories. Yeah, it does make sense. They definitely, this trailer compared to the last one, they definitely don't seem like evil, right? Like they might just be machines. It could just be that they're defending their own, like even when we were attacking them in the last trailer, that could just be they were defending their territory, you know? Yeah. I mean, he's not exactly whipping that axe like super fast though, you know? He looks tired. Okay, now something about Link right here. Does he use clear eyes? No goggles. How is he handling this wind? Secondly, is his legs cold? Is his chest cold? Like, did he grow his hair for more aerodynamics in this? Does his shield play a role? How long has he been doing this? Where did he get those shoes? This right here, let's look back here. We got kind of like an arena. This looks like a Pokemon arena from Smash Brothers, unpainted. Yeah. Some sort of stadium, another big island, another big island. One of these little like green egg shrines. We've seen these all over with the stairs coming up them. Very curious of what those are going to be. There's another one back there. Seems like they got this like layer of clouds to kind of like cover the ground from time to time, so you don't have to look 900 feet around. The big box. I don't know if this is one big box island or this is another one, but big box island. Red circle right down here. Again, this does feel like an arena. Like even just the way you like walk into it right there, that does feel very arena-ish. Another little spat of calamity, big island chain, huge island chain over here. Death Star, spat of calamity, big green glow, don't know what that is. Oh, don't do this to me. Calamity, just a nice big circle, just really showing off, again, the insane distance you see in this game. Like, it's wild. Get the logo, little circle here. I mean, the world's definitely changed, but it's the same. You know? Like, that clearly wasn't there in the first game. This little dick lake, I don't remember that. Really into this music right here, right off the bat. It does have Twilight Princess. I mean, obviously it does Skyward Sword vibes with the islands. You think someone at Nintendo was like, let's just do the islands, but do it right this time. Do it in a way that everybody loves it, okay? The islands was a good idea. Yeah. We got right here. Again, I'm starting to think these are more warp towers than map towers. Okay. There's a little egg shrine. Is that an egg shrine? Looks like an egg shrine, but it's not glowing anymore. Okay. This is definitely changed and new. This bridge seems sturdier, you know? But otherwise, this is like general landscape. Yeah, egg shrines might only be on the islands. No, we've definitely seen them on the ground too. Yeah, it definitely seems like more terrain happened in this one. There's way more terrain. Just like vertical terrain, like the world is like hillier, more mountainous. Again, nice to see a familiar face right here. We've got one of these towers on top of, that was the dragon's, wasn't that the dragon's mountain? Hateno village, however, looking rather the same, except we got this little umbrella guy. They set up shop. Who knows what umbrella guy is? I don't know what the mountains are called, dude. Yeah, these little mushrooms popped up around. I'm assuming some new people live here, but otherwise familiar face. We don't see the laboratory. Wait, you can see the laboratory just a little bit if we back it up. Yep, you see the laboratory up there. So laboratory's still around. That's good to know. Yeah. Right here, this is cool. This looks like some sort of like army encampment, right? Like soldiers were camping somewhere, doing something. Broken area, abandoned. Definitely some war happened here. Refugees, maybe one of those things, or reconstruction. That could be it too. Just a reconstruction spot. Yeah, that makes sense. Link just walking through. See, is this an... No, this isn't an island. This is actually... We pointed this out earlier. This is a shot. This is the same shot of on top of that mountain. You see that green egg shrine. I don't know. We don't know what to call it, but I'm calling it a green egg shrine up until we have a better name for it. Whatever this fucking thing is, looks like it fell from the mountain or from the island actually and just wedged itself in there now that I look at it. That looks like it's from the same arena. It's probably not, but it kind of looks like that same arena style. It just fell and landed. So that's probably a problem if the islands appeared and just started dropping shit. You know? That's probably not the best thing. Yeah. Kind of looks like there's some more debris around here too. Is this... Where is this? Are these houses in the side here? There's definitely something going. There's a lot of shit going on over here. Can't really tell. Is that Kakariko? That's Kakariko. So that's expanded. And almost died. Yeah, that's Kakariko right there. You can see. I couldn't tell at first. The shrine, okay, of note. Of note. This is worth noting. The shrine, gone. Kakariko shrine is not there. That's not to mean that shrines aren't here. But you don't see the shrine. It definitely looks like this village has gone through a drastic redesign or shit just dropped on it. I don't know if shit dropped on it or... Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on. There's some construction up here. This looks like a house to me, but it also could just be debris. That looks like debris, but then there's looks like they used the debris for something. Yeah. Yeah, is life demanding without understanding? Have we discussed where the islands came from? Our minds. They came from our minds. Yeah. Cute little bridge here. Just a nice drone shot. I'm assuming a cutscene. Of note, Link's got a sweet satchel. Wait, hold on. I need to go back for a second. Okay. I was just checking to see that his arm was already like that in that shot. I'm assuming the arm thing is going to happen pretty early. Alright, so we're cruising through. Got some relics here of yesteryears past. Gross, muddy little mountain lake. Link running again. Sweet shield he's got. Beautiful shot here. Beautiful shot of the cyclone. Very ominous. Smoke coming up out of there. Either Snoop Dogg got a new residence, or that's a bad guy thing. Inverted cyclone? Yeah, it does look like an inverted cyclone. Equally possible. Right here we're looking at, this looks like it's going to be like a vertical like island puzzle. But otherwise, like this is pretty open, which makes me wonder if like islands are going to be dropping at different points in time. You know what I mean? Like if we're going to have to do certain things to make islands drop. All right, now this I thought was super interesting to me. Ganondorf, not Ganon, but Ganondorf just coming back and protruding his castle up in the middle of the Gerudo Desert. Also, wait, let's back it up a little bit. I think they're also playing a lot of things in reverse, chat. I don't know if you can hear that in the sound, but it sounds like they're playing like voices and stuff in reverse. There's a little egg shrine right there. Listen to, doesn't it sound like they are playing those sounds in reverse? Yeah. That's a new castle. Yeah, this is a new castle. This is Ganondorf's castle from yesteryear past. Now, is that a same Ganondorf that we've seen before maybe then in a different game? I'm not sure. I don't know. Since when was Ganondorf a Gerudo male all along? Since OT. Yeah, OT. The first three games, he's just kind of a pig man. Then he becomes a Gerudo male, but has Pigman in him. Yeah, and once it goes 3D. Yeah. They're all well, are they reincarnation? Are they reincarnated? Maybe. Are they just different people telling you a story? Also, maybe. You know? Hear me out. It doesn't, like, can I tell you something? None of these games matter or related. They can just split off the timeline into a third spot and just be like, yeah, timeline split. Suck it. Like, whatever. None of them, like, who cares? Yeah. The way I look at Zelda games, and I've always looked at it, and those are the reason why they're called The Legend of Zelda, in my mind, and this is how I think it was originally, you know, thought up, is that you're hearing someone tell a story, and you play that game of the story they tell. And then when you go to a different storyteller, they'll tell the story a different way. It's essentially the same story. They have variations on it. If you go to a pirate storyteller, they tell you Wind Waker. If you go to a dog trainer storyteller, they give you Twilight Princess. You know, blah, blah, blah. That's how I've always looked at it. This one's being told by some weird scientist, you know? I'm salty about the Zelda timeline. I don't like what they've done to it. No, I don't like it, but that's the way I look at it. So, yeah. But it doesn't let you overanalyze the lore. Yeah, that's fair too. Well, even if you're telling a story, you could have bits and pieces from other people's stories too, you know what I mean? Or this is a direct sequel to Skyward Sword, Link to the Past, and Majora's Mask. Alright, so that is a different castle. Is it a different... Yeah, is this a different castle? It's Hyrule Castle. So he sucks it out of the ground and then puts it up through the ground? I'm very curious about that. Yeah, you can see like the half Zeldas, and then I noticed this tower is like, I just was in that tower. Okay, the people of Terrytown, by the way. Are these the people of Terrytown over here? The castle's floating, and it came out of the ground in the desert. Okay. Now this is interesting. This seems like Ganon just staring at the blood moon. And then for some reason, they don't show his face right here. Back up. Is that Ganon? I don't think that's Ganon. You guys think that's Demise? Okay, well this is where the fact that I don't like Skyward Sword is going to hit me in the lore issue. Dehydrated Ganon? Well, you know, this is going to be my lore issue. Here. Yeah, Demise is basically Shao Kahn to Ganon Shang Tsung. Here is a picture of Demise, chat. From Skyward Sword. I think this is a lady. Like, I don't think that's Demise at all, actually. Look at that. Look at the face right here. Look at this. I feel like this might be a female Gerudo. I don't know. In Breath of the Wild, there's an area called Breach of Demise. In Breath of the Wild, there's an area called Toto's Lake. That doesn't mean we're going to hear Africa in the sequel. Is that a horn? Kind of looks like a horn right there. Kind of looks like a horn. Demise, are you horny? It does kind of look like a horn, which that goes more into Ganondorf. I don't know. I don't know. That definitely looks like a horn. I don't think it's either. I don't know if it's either of them, because if it was Ganon, why would they do this and then not just show him later? I think this might be a whole new character together. A merged Ganon Demise, that could make sense. It could be, you know, like Ganondorf after his Ganon situation in Blood Moon. Probably just Zelda, but cooler. What if it is just bitchin' Zelda in sweet armor? I don't know why, but this like shot screams female to me. Yeah, it screams a woman Ganon. But we'll see. We'll see. That's all we get. Okay, now this I think is early on in the game. I think this is going to be like our opening sequence, honestly. Yeah. A lot of people think Demise, but I don't know if they ever want to remind people of Skyward Sword again. I just like looking at the pictures, I don't know. I'm not with it. Skyward Sword's not that bad. Well, yeah, I'm not saying like the bad Zelda is still the best Horizon. No, I'm sorry, Horizon's great. I didn't mean that. I've literally never played Horizon. A bad Zelda is still the best Assassin's Creed that's ever been made. Yeah. I've never played Horizon. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I think this is an opening sequence, though. I think what we're looking at right here is an opening sequence of some sort. Link's trying to save Zelda. He's got his weird fucking arm. She's gonna fall, and for some reason he's not falling. Also, Zelda, and I'm just gonna say this, okay? And this is, you're a princess. You're great. You're amazing. All right. You know I have no qualms with you at all. You held Ganon at bay for 100 years. Seemed excessive. You didn't even think about trying something else. Why do you have the fake abs? You don't need them. Like, you don't, like, this is like grade school kindergarten shirt. Like, what are you doing here? It's quilted armor? Oh yeah, nothing brings you armor more than quilts. Yeah. Pattern clothing? I mean, that pattern is abs. Bill Ray, thank you for 11 months. It's an actual historical thing, God? Well, it's stupid. What Zelda is that at the start of the timeline? None of them. All right. Going here. Okay. This is interesting. We've got another one of these paintings over here. These could just be big murals that the locals did. Green egg going on here. Many sand traps. Quicksand. The #1 killer of cartoons. All over the place. A tattoo. That's what I was thinking is a reference to the Beast, but like that's not what the Beast was out here, you know? This is like some sort of weird fucking lizard thing. This might be the place where the castle ends up rising. It's possible. What do we got over there? I can't even tell what that is. Is that just a rock formation? That's a weird rock formation. That looks like some sort of enemy. Okay, here, looks like the armor's back, the heat armor. Nothing really changed on that. This, though, like, this feels like your quote-unquote traditional dungeon, does it not? This feels like it. Like, I'm not saying it is, but this definitely has that vibe, you know? Does feel like it's inside Death Mountain. Some sort of fire temple of some sort. He has the tablet? No, he doesn't have a tablet. He's got some cases of green goo right there. It has a very dungeon vibe. I'm not saying it's a dungeon, but it's got the vibe. I hope there's a way to carry over your save from the last game. I doubt it. Okay, now this is interesting. This is just a flying ship of some sort. Maybe Bowser is come to town and shown Ganon how to really do things. It does look like a Rito ship. That's actually a good point. Like, just looking right there, that looks very much like a Rito ship. Another one on the bottom left. Is that a ship too? Oh, that is, yeah, I think that is definitely a ship as well. Bottom left. That could be a third one back there too, looking at it as well. It kind of looks like it has the oars pointing out. Yeah, it is. It is. Actually, it looks like there's a whole army of them. Looks like there's a whole goddamn army of them. I hope we get the hook shot. God, I hope we get the hook shot. Now this is something that I really like. Lightning and snow, chat. Terrifying. I've only seen it like 2 times in my life. Lightning and snow. What's that? Oh, thank you.
This is as far as they could break it down.
Yeah? Perfect.
Is that perfect, or do you need to break it down further?
No, perfect. Perfect.
There's
Thank you.
5 in there now.
Okay.
5K.
Okay.
So how much do you need me to transfer over there?
Another 5.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Titty bar. I'm joking. Chat. So for the game show for Xwater and Zach. They don't have a lot of ones. It's a lot of Plinkos.
Do you need food?
What's up?
You need food.
Yes, I do need food.
Would you like a real breakfast, or do you want like breakfast corn dogs?
Do we have nuggies still?
There are some, yeah.
I'd eat the nuggies.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome.
I love you. They dropped a new Tears of the Kingdom trailer. It looks really good. Use the money like a telephone. Hello? Rich people calling? I'll hold. It's all ones, chat. It's not that exciting. Yeah, it's literally, look. It's 1s, 5s, and a few 20s. It's not that exciting. No. How much fecal matter in that stack, you wonder? Don't care. It's going to American money looks fake as hell. Dude, I saw Canada money the other day. Y'all's money is so much fucking cooler than our money. American money, it looks like garbage compared to Canada money, dude. Canada money's gangster, and it's all color coded, so you can just look in your wallet and be like, "Oh yeah, that's a 20, mate." I don't know why I gave Canada's an accent, because they sound just like me, but you know. It's scented? Yeah, I found that out too. Yeah. Two blues for one purple. It's color coded, has braille encoding so blind people can tell. Dude. Could you imagine if we tried to do that here? That people would lose their mind. I don't want my money to have no dots on it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They'd say it's woke. Everything's woke. Everything anyone doesn't like is woke. And I'm every time they describe things, I'm like, I don't know, man. Okay, sorry, we're getting distracted. Let me go back to the trailer. I apologize. I didn't mean to go all Hassan on us. Okay. Back here. Okay. Is this a choo-choo? No, that's not a choo-choo. Okay, before we Ethan hunt it. This is some sort of very creepy water orb that Link is just jumping into for some reason. What is this? What is this going to allow him to do? You think he's going to be able to bounce from like orb to orb? Like these little like this looks like I don't know why, but I feel like that's going to end up being a platforming part. Okay, this is cool. Straight up Mission Impossible here. Blitzball confirmed. Celestial dots. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in this. This is a weird thing. Either way, he just gets engulfed by it. It's awkward for all of us. Yeah, it's awkward for everyone involved. I mean, there's two other ones flying around here, so it's like, yeah. I mean, this could be a dungeon and just like in the sky. Like, I don't think, like, when people say they want dungeons, I don't think they want, like, I guess some people are dumb and just mean they want underground things. But I think what you mean is you want a large group of connected rooms with a beginning, a middle, and an end, culminating in a boss fight and perhaps acquiring something that you may use later on. You know, that's what they want, right? Yeah, like a floating water temple and a theme. Yeah. I love the dynamic. I don't think anyone disliked the Beast, but I will say the Beast lacked enemies, and I think the big overarching puzzle, you know, they're like very hollow inside, is I don't think they were as satisfactory. Yeah, I don't think they were as satisfactory as like finally getting out of the fucking water temple. Yeah, I think like if the beasts were like broken up into more rooms that were like locked off, and there was really no combat in the beasts either, so the beast from the DLC was amazing. I didn't do the beast DLC, so yeah. I thought like I really liked the puzzles. Like I liked the big overarching puzzles. I always thought they were really cool in the beast, but I agree that like and this is a big complaint, like every boss looked like Ganon, so yeah. I'll need to play the Beast DLC. This also gives dungeon vibes, by the way. I mean, quote unquote, like whatever people call traditional dungeons. Just for the record, I do think the Beasts were dungeons. They're just not. You know, I think like everything else with Breath of the Wild, it just changed what you thought about Zelda, and some people don't like change, and you know, that's fine. I'll say this. I like the Beast puzzles more than like light this torch. Hey, Buck. Light this torch. I know, I'm going to fuck this so hard, too. Yeah. Yeah, this is very, very, very Mission Impossible here. Like, this is 100% Mission Impossible. Also, I was like, he's just fucking cruising through there. I was like, there's no way he's going to make it if he just nosedives. Right here, though, this is interesting. At some point, are you getting rid of your glider and replacing it with a fucking wingsuit? Like, what? Someone's going to nosedive this section. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It looks like... Does he pull it back in? All right, that was cool. Very, very, very cool section. The wingsuit's interesting. Like, are we going to abandon our glider? Okay, this is some sort of big puzzle-y type thing where you're moving the lever, and that's moving the big giant wall with a donut hole in the middle of it. I'm assuming so we can put light on the gumball machine there. That's going to drop out a gumball so we can use that gumball to do something else. Blah, 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 blah. Could be for an armor set. Could be a divine beast. I don't think divine beasts are, like, as we know them, are in there. Okay, this one gives off shrine vibe. Right here. Or those big mazes in the first game. One of the two. Right? Yeah, the huge maze vibe. Which it makes sense that those would still be around. Like, you're not getting rid of those structures so fast. Yeah. It also makes sense that someone might, you know, like... Did I just change my language? Inside a cube? It could be those cubes inside a cube. The labyrinths are floating in the sky? Oh, see, I didn't pick up that the labyrinths are floating in the sky now. Like, those are the big boxes? Just those are the labyrinths? See, I didn't really pick up on that. I just thought they were big boxes. But you could be very right. You love the labyrinths? I love them and I hated them. I definitely tried to climb on top of all of them. This scene's sick right here. This scene is fucking sick. All right. Dope little spear he's pulling out here. All right, let's go back. There's a lot to take in right here. The first thing I want to go back. The first thing that I think is really sick about this part is that people are fighting with you. Which already, Tears of the Kingdom just feels so much more alive. There's a Hyrulean soldier. Hyrulean? There's a bunch of townies. These guys look like they're carrying multiple weapons. Yeah. This is a full all-out battle. Like, shit's going down here. Is this how it's going to be? Like, our battle's just going to be going down randomly in the world all the time? Or is this like a set piece? Is Link even stopping to help these guys? Is he just doing a drive-by? You don't really know. Yo, Giant Bomb, thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. He's just helicoptering? Yeah, it kind of looks like... Is he really going to help? Because, like, to me, this looks like a situation for me where I'm on a quest to go somewhere and I can't be bothered for anything else. And I'm just going to, like, literally swing one time and be like, they got it. Yeah, he's just helicoptering. He's not doing anything. Looks like he's about to attack the farmers. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's about to help at all. I think he's about to jump over that fence and then go through that gate. Also, imagine riding a horse and you can create a fucking car. This feels very... Either you're floating to an island or you're floating to a dungeon. This has a Metroid vibe here. Yeah, very strong Metroid vibe. More backwards talk. Yeah, more backwards talk. Also, is that an accordion? All right, it looks like... Okay. There's a lot in this shot, actually. First of all, Link's beautiful eyes. Beautiful eyes. Up a tower. Is the Sheikah Slate, but it's like a straight up Nintendo Switch. Charging. Yeah, it's charging. Is it an accordion or like a Tesla coil maybe? It's not an accordion, but it gives accordion vibes, right? Yeah. The accordion that the bird had? No, that one was white, right? A wench? Oh, a wench. It does look like a wench. That would make a lot of sense. Like the wench is actually pulling them up. Winch? Wench? A winch? I said the same thing y'all say. I said the same thing y'all are saying. Sounds like I'm saying it like y'all are saying it. Y'all don't pronounce your I's like E's, dumbasses. Yeah, I said it right. Now, what the fuck is this person? Now I will say, this person has horns. Who's Zonai? Is this more Skyward Sword shit? Oh, the Zonai are unseen prehistoric tribes of barbarians who exist. Oh, okay, yeah. No, what we know? Okay, you guys have already done your history. You guys have watched other fucking breakdowns of this. While little is known about the Zonai, it is known that they were savage, warlike tribe from the Faron region. You get their armor, right? The barbarian armor. They were strong magic wielders and thought to have worshipped a water dragon. Their stone artwork represents the Triforce through the perspective of a prehistoric tribe. They use dragons to represent courage, owls to represent wisdom, and boars to represent power. Oh, that makes sense. They constructed several ancient ruins made of stone. Their name comes from the largest ruin site, the Zonai ruins. Their wild and untamed ways are known by the fierce power enchanted within their barbarian armor set. Etched in the stonework associated with this tribe is a spiral symbol, which is considered to be the tribe's crest. I don't really see that spiral symbol anywhere. Very little is known about their history, what it can glean from the remains of their civilization left across all of Hyrule Kingdom. It extended to the Spring of Courage, rests in the heart of Faron. They appear to have vanished a long time ago. Many of their relics are tied to the ancient shrines, and their powerful barbarian set is gifted by the monks found in the ancient shrines at the heart of the massive mazes at the labyrinths. The mazes themselves appear to be related to the tribe, but their exact relationship remains unknown. In the reveal trailer of Tears of the Kingdom, Link and Princess Zelda are seen exploring a vast cave system, which has many Zonai-made stone monuments, such as pillars and animal carvings. In the second trailer, Link is seen using a weapon attached to a shield that resembles a Zonai dragon, and as a sculpture to blow fire onto an unnamed enemy. In the 10-minute gameplay demo, Link obtains a Zonai charge when defeating a scout construct on Sky Island, confirming connection between the constructs, Sky Island, the Zonai, and the surface. Okay. Okay. Could be a mismashing or collapsing of time. Good or evil, chat? Or anti-hero? Going with anti-hero. Neutral leaning good. In the background, ones have a great eagle bow and the sword of the seven. You think they might be the ancient champions. Yeah, there. It's hard to see in the background. Like, it's all blurry. I don't know. No idea who she is, what she's related to. I'm welcome to hear your theories. Definitely welcome to hear your theories. Ancient champions. I mean, it does seem like they're like something's. It does seem like timelines might meld, which is that's a very Zelda thing to do. You don't think ancient barbarian tribes evil, but they were described as very savage. The hair ties look Zonai. I mean, I don't know how we would gather that from very little being known. Yeah, fair. But this is Hyrule. Okay. All right, let's back it up a little. You think dungeon items are coming back? Satchel, wingsuit, Nintendo Switch. I mean, I don't think you're wrong. I tell you right now, I would fucking blow a balloon up, you pervs, to get a hook shot in this game. Okay, sweet shot right here. Just bitchin' shot. I don't know if we can really gather much out of this shot, but it's a bitchin' shot. Okay, now this is interesting right here. This is kind of wild. This looks like a ceiling, wall, and then we have some sort of giant construct coming out. Feels very boss-like. Yeah, it looks like a Regirock. What's that flying in the last frame? Hold on. Where? I don't see anything flying. I see this is not flying. That's like just a little mini like tower or something to stand on. Some sort of large construct. Could this be? This could be something we're controlling. Most likely a boss. Like most likely a boss, right? Cool. I need more bosses. I need just real bosses. I hope they don't all look like constructs. We see here Link's got his 3 things of goo. And then just a beautiful shot of a very, very wonderful castle. Gorgeous shot. Is Link's arm fucked up there yet? Yeah, that's Hyrule Castle. Isn't this where you fight Ganon? This is the room you fight Ganon. I think this is this might be very early in the game too, because I don't think his arm's fucked up, or he's just covering it. This could be a memory. He's in the past, or just having a memory. You got to remember, Link had amnesia. We could restore tons of memories to his brain, right? Like tons and tons and tons of memories. Yeah. This does feel like the past, because Hyrule Castle just ain't looking this nice. Yeah, the sparkles feel like a past memory. Okay, now this is interesting. Zelda, first of all, went with the bob, all right? She's going with the bob haircut. I don't know if it's working for her, but, fine, whatever. Like, you got to try out new things. Like, you can't wear the same hair forever. She's literally had the same haircut for 100 years. It's fine. It's fine. Maybe, you know what? Maybe she's a mom now. Maybe she got the cut. The cut. Yeah.
Zelda, we rely on your knight, and that.
Okay, Zelda, we rely on your knight.
And that legendary sword he carries.
It breaks every once in a while.
Will be Link.
Now, this feels like the king of the constructs. It sounds like Mercer. Who's Mercer? Oh, Matt Mercer. You just assumed it was her dad? I mean, that's definitely a evil, some sort of evil-looking hand. The voiceover, that's what I kind of feel like the voiceover has nothing to do with this scene too. You know what I mean? And Matt Mercer voices Ganon. You guys know, yeah, you guys are deep. Sexy Majora. Ganon starts good, get repossessed by Demise. The green is very Zonai. Zelda's also dressed like Zonai. How do y'all know so much about the Zonai? Their Wikipedia entry is shorter than mine. Art books, fan fiction. Fan fiction's not real. Zelda's earrings are the same as the Zonai constructs. I mean, I see what you're saying though too. Like, so if these guys are like, if those barbarians, I definitely think that this guy is related to this girl. Yeah, the owl chest. Yeah, the
Zelda.
owl chest.
We rely on your knight, and that
We just
legendary
talked about the
sword he
owl.
carries. Our last line of defense will be Link.
Yeah, I mean, that seems likely that her hand would look like this, and this is some sort of king that was related to her. That's the same guy? It's not a girl? Eh. No one hears nothing. I don't know. Y'all seem very convinced it's Zonai. It might be. I have no idea. Isn't that line from a Breath of the Wild memory?
Defense will be Link. Zelda. We rely on your knight,
I mean, I don't... Why would Ganon...
and that legendary sword he carried.
Are we working with Ganon in this? That doesn't make sense. It could. I don't know, chat. I don't know. I don't know if this. I don't know if the voice has anything to do with the scene. I don't know. I definitely don't. Why would Ganon say that? All right, yeah, you guys seem pretty sure.
We rely on your knight, and that legendary sword he carries. Our last line of defense will be Link.
I don't think that's Ganon. Okay, she's got this little pendant on right down here. That's interesting. Earrings.
Link.
Little tear. Did she just remember? It seems like she might have just remembered something. This could be a moment of fear. This, honestly, right here, this voiceover, I kind of agree that I think this voiceover might not have anything to do with this scene.
We rely on your knight, and
I think these are two separate scenes in general.
that legendary sword he
Like, this first Zelda scene is separate from the second Zelda scene.
and that legendary sword he carries. Our last line of defense will be Link.
Because this could be her in fear, too. Right here. Yeah. This could definitely be her in fear. It's Zonai ceremonial attire. Oh, because you've been to Zonai ceremonies. Because we've seen those. Dude, literally, there is more on my Wikipedia section. Zonai theme music in the background. That's clearly the Zonai leader, all right? They alluded to him in one line in Breath of the Wild. It's just a theory. I just love it. The Legend of Zonai. The lighting really looks Zonai too. Oh, they light it. Yeah, they light it very distinctly. Oh, you went to a Zonai wedding last month, so that makes you sense. The Zonai facial expression. Why else would she change her clothes from her normal ones? What do you mean, Dr. Smay? What's her normal clothes? Literally, people change clothes in this game all the time. I wore a dress in the first game. I did not go to any sort of ceremony in the first game. I wore a dress. Her normal clothes are not rocks. Yeah, I actually think this scene right here, I think she's being kidnapped. The tears of marking? Oh, I thought it was just bad animation.
Line of defense will be Link.
Link.
I thought it was just bad animation. I feel like that, I thought that was a different, I think that's her sad, scared, asking for Link. The tear came from Pokemon Scarlet. It feels kidnapped, right? Something over there glowing. I don't really know what's glowing. And then she's got some sort of, maybe a Sheikah symbol right there. Thanks, Spuds. Could be her tear tattoo. They got tear tattoos after they killed Ganon. Yeah. Okay. Looks like a new glider, new and improved glider. Some sort of airplane. Kidnapped and brainwashed, that's what the Zonai do. Yeah, I mean, they've been doing it for hundreds of years and thousands of games. The tear tattoo, she got it after they knew they were going to name it Tears of the Kingdom. Kind of like how I named myself GrandPooBear after GrandPoo World. Really cool shot here, though, in general. Just like a really cool shot. Okay, we have the constructs. We have a sword with a shield attached to it. I don't know if that's the best way to use those two weapons. I feel like if it was, we would have been doing that already. That seems like possibly a bad way to use those weapons. Is that the Master Sword? What sword is that? It's a pretty bitchin' sword. Yeah. That's the Royal Claymore. Thanks, Bing. You can block. So if you put a shield on a sword, apparently you can parry with it. I mean, that makes sense. We got a Death Star. Yeah. Oh, Zonai Death Star? Yeah, that's what they're into. That was cool. This seems very mini-boss dungeon-y, like a mini-boss dungeon room. Probably from that same fire dungeon. Or that doesn't exist. Oh, okay, let's back this up. A lot to unpack in this scene. We got a little bird friend. Little Rito buddy. Little trampolining going on here. That's a Goron? I don't know if that's a Goron right there. Why do they have a lot of holes in their back? I guess it does kind of look like a Goron. That's alright, I love you, thank you. Thank you. Love you. Okay, we're jumping up here. It looks like he's holding a rope. Or, no. Okay, he's just holding his own thing. I thought he was holding a rope attached to me. So I'm wondering if he's just like another, like a homie that's working with you. Way too hot. They're breakfast corn dogs. I burned my mouth. Just a little bit. I'm fine. What up, Koa? So we have those two little Rito ships. This feels very like... Hear me out. What if this character, and what if there's characters all over? What if you basically have like summons? Kind of Dark Souls style. And that's what these characters are. Yeah. Yeah, you can use them as summons. No, what if it's fine if you don't have to use them. Can they carry your burdens? Is your audio off? Yeah, my audio's off. I can answer that question for you. I kind of think that, yeah, more inventory slots. I kind of think there's a possibility to make the game easier for people. They would have that. Tell you they got rid of weapon degradation. They definitely still break. At least they at least show the sticks still break. I think it is the little bird, our little homie that we helped in the first one. Yeah. Sticks break. I think if they just made them last double longer, I think people wouldn't complain as much. I just don't think people like running through 3 swords, killing 4 enemies, and then you're like stuck with, like, you had a cool sword, you killed some Bobclins, and now you're stuck with Bobclin gloves. Instead of your lightsabers, now you got Bobclin clubs because all your lightsabers are broken. That sucks. Okay. You meant my lip sync looks off? Try refreshing, legend. Yeah. I mean, it's possible. My thing's been on for 900 days. Yeah, I've been on. Possible. Anything's possible. But if you're watching on phone, it's definitely you. Yeah, the weapons definitely. I also think once you combine the weapons, they reset too. They showed that. Another one of these little green eggs right there. You can see it. I think it's possible we might I really hope these are optional summons. I love this shot. Link just going around helping people with his, you know, fancy little wagon, because apparently they don't make wagons. Like, why can't they just make wagons in this world? Why's Link got to do it? That doesn't seem like something Link should have to goo together. Okay, this shot is sick. Definitely a cool use of the reverse time right here. Maybe he repaired it for him. Oh yeah, he probably did repair it for him, honestly. You guys are absolutely right. Their wagon was broke. Link came up to him. He repaired it for him, and now he's dragging him over. Yeah, that makes sense. I thought that was super. This is super cute. Yeah, I really liked that. Okay, now, this rocket here. This rocket's aggressive. The recall seemed to affect the whole world, not just that attack, but it also did damage. Ancient rocket? Yeah, that's just something that happens. Does it affect the whole world? I think it just affects that item. I think it just affects that item. Everything gets gray, but I don't think that... Like, I don't think it's rewinding. I think just that item's rewinding. But yeah, I see that. Everything does get gray. Okay, now this is interesting, because this is just a fucking rocket connected to a shield. This doesn't make any sense at all. Not even in the slightest. Got a Bobkin with something up there behind him. Bobkin's multi-carrying weapons. You love to see it. Getting smart. Okay, now this is interesting. This is this little low gravity zone. Is this because Link's wearing like a shirt? Maybe he's got low gravity boots. Maybe it's just these platforms for some reason make things low gravity. Some sort of low gravity item. Is he just so high? Is he just so high? If you look back here, it looks like there is a person standing back here as well. Someone. That looks like a person more than a tower or anything, because like they have that one and that one there. So this looks like a person. Those are the water blobs that he was in. Those are the water blobs he was stuck in earlier. Over there. And again, just massive amounts of islands. Great shot of Death Mountain. Love that shot. Oh, this is interesting. Something's melting? Or that's like lava melting? Or melted? I can't tell if that's... I guess it looks like it's already melted and frozen. So it looks like there was some lava. Yeah, Zonai lava. Yeah, that's how they built things. It's honey. Okay, this is just a fucking sick fight sequence. Again, feels like they're giving us a lot of potential fire dungeon. Because I mean, or this is just you exploring. This is bitchin'. That part's bitchin'. Okay, this is just fucking sick right here. This part is just fucking sick. Does he have a weapon on it? Did Link create a weapon? Like, everything about this part is just so fucking dope. Like, is that like a cannon on the side? These guys are just teaming up. Like, these are just bad guys teaming up and making shit happen, right? This is BattleBot style. But over here, like, Link created something really special. And he's driving it in on shirtless, it looks like. Like, that's exactly how I would Mad Max into it. Right? Oh, man. Witness me. All shiny and chrome. Yeah. These Bobkins just stuck stuff on this rock, and they're just along for the ride now. It's just good thinking by them. Link, however, he created something, and now we're in a mech battle. The whole idea of this, though, is fucking sick. Like, I love that at some point we're going to be like, you know what? We should build a giant mech and take on that Bobklin Tower, moving Bobklin Tower. Okay, more backwards voice right there. I wish I could watch everything backwards and listen to whatever these voices are saying. Cool little area. Looks like Link has some sort of flame bow, but it started green. So I think that's just like he's combining. I think that's like comboing, like it's automatically comboing for him. He's got a horn helmet here. A lot going on there. Battery pack. This looks like a battery pack and some sort of invention that the Bobklins use. So Link might not be the only one using this goo out here to create shit. Oh, he shot the goo. And that made it activate. Okay, that actually was interesting. All right, so you can definitely create guns and stuff from the goo. This is a... some sort of turret? Yeah. Massive lasers. And I'm really hoping if an enemy has something built in the game, I'm really hoping that means like we could just rebuild that ourselves too. Okay, this looks back to that Rito spot. This looks kind of like we were in that same Rito area with the ships and the trampoline. This feels very similar to that. This feels like the end culmination of whatever's going on there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I did not notice when we first watched the trailer, but coming out of whatever this giant vortex is. Actually, this looks like that upside down vortex, does it not? From earlier. This looks like that upside down vortex from earlier. Yeah. This and what's coming out of it feels like a nice non-construct, non-Ganon boss right here. This looks like a cool, just bitchin' boss fight. Well, never mind. We're going to get eaten, aren't we? Oh, no, we didn't get eaten. We almost got eaten. Cool. Okay, now we got an explosion. Red explosion. Okay, just more Blood Moon.
I know why I am here.
Okay, I am with you guys. That tier is a marking. Zelda is officially hard. Hashtag Zelda OG.
Here. It's something only I can do.
Okay, so this is what she was wearing around her neck in the earlier one. Don't know what any of this means. Yeah, she's done a hard time. Her and Dominic Mysterio. Who do I think she capped? Ganon? It's the literal tier. It's like the tier of the kingdom. Okay. Now this part right here, coming up, this looks like either evil going into Ganon or evil coming out of Ganon. Looks like it's shooting out. Or is that even Ganon? Is that even Ganon? Is that someone else? Could it be like y'all like a lot of Demise fan theories out there? Mummified Ganon, but it looks like he's shooting out. So like, it does feel like a corpse Ganon though. I feel like this is corpse Ganon. And then like a super blood moon. Super blood moon's happening. Oh.
Away.
That's 3 Lionels.
Do not look away.
See, this sounds like Ganon to me. That sounds like Ganon to me, chat. The other one doesn't sound like Ganon. We also see that whatever happens here, I think what the scene we're seeing is going to be very, very, very early in the game, because this is clearly when Link's getting his arm. I think this is also related to the same scene where Zelda gets lost, however she gets lost, wherever she gets lost. Yeah. Lionels have been in every Zelda since Lionels in the very first Zelda. Yeah. Have they been in any Zelda since? I don't know, but they're definitely in the very first Zelda. The voice sounds different, but both are definitely Mercer. I don't know, Rabology. Not all white people sound alike. I don't think the first one and this guy are very different. Yeah. There were Lionels in A Link to the Past? Where? Dark Death Mountain? Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I don't think the other one is. I think the first voice we heard and the second voice are two completely different people. I'd like to retract when Weasco now is editing this for YouTube. I'd like to make sure he acknowledges that I don't think the first person was Ganon, but is a different person. I think the first is the one who summons Ganon. Possibly summoned Ganon, made a mistake. Yeah. Nice.
And the birth of his new world.
It looks like Link's got a sword in his hand when this happens. Like specifically a guardian sword, I want to say, is in Link's hand when this happens. Some sort of guardian weapon. Is it the Master Sword? Oh, it is. Oh, you're right. It is the Master Sword. It's just guardian. It's just guardian floating. I see the tilt now, or the hilt. The tilt. I see the hilt on it now. Yeah, it's the glow. It's just when it's glowing, because the Calamity's around, so that makes sense that it would glow. Wait. So did his arm just get fused with the Master Sword? Because that's bitchin'. Okay, now this is definitely Ganon. And I will say that hand is different. That's a different hand than we saw earlier. Oh, hot sex Ganon. I like how people they confirmed Ganon on Twitter. It's like, well, yeah, they also confirmed him right here. Now, what this part though could be something we're watching in the past. Like I totally agree this could be something we're watching in the past. First of all, those shirtless, rock hard abs, huge muscles, looking great. Time off's done him wonders. Okay? Sweet beard. I definitely looking at this. Oh, sweet scream, too. Let's go back to that whole section.
World.
I still think this is actually a beginning of the game scene. Is that a tear glowing on his forehead? I don't know what exactly is glowing on his forehead. You can't see. It looks, actually it looks, if you go back right here, it kind of looks like circles. Kind of looks like circles to me. Okay. Sweet boss.
Okay, let's go!
Saving a child. She's got lots of tears. She's killed more people. Is this Zelda after battle? Is this a dark princess? Is this the Zelda that's going to come and make out with Link to get her to do whatever he wants? Is this even Zelda? I don't feel like it's Zelda, but there's a lot of Zelda there. Like the fact that she's shooting magic from her hand. I don't know. She has a tear on her neck. She has the necklace we saw Zelda wearing. Is it a multiverse Zelda? It's possible. They just this is how they blend all the games together. Different. I don't think that's the same magic. It might be. I mean, whatever this is coming from that castle in the desert, so. Okay, you're badass. Okay, I just like this part because, again, the world feels very alive. Right? The Terrytowners are ready to fight.
But you are...
Oh, wait, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. That sword Link has is bitchin'. Dude, I mean, we joke, but wearing a bucket is a solid helmet. It's a dope sword.
But you...
Okay, but this, again, makes me feel like summons. Like, can you just summon Sidon, or is he just fighting with you?
You are not alone.
I mean, he just fucking did a fucking move right there. That was bitchin', you know? Sidon didn't look like an idiot.
Link.
It's possible you're fighting with champion descendants all over. Thank you, unknowingly sarcastic and quirkly, please. He's got blue glowing around him. He does. I don't know what that could mean, though. That might just be his, like, signifying movement. Oh, yeah, Force Ghost. Another cool sword right here. This looks like another start to some sort of boss battle. Is that a three-headed dragon with wings? Oh my god, this thing looks bitchin'. I'm glad they're bringing him back. Did they ever let him fly before, though? Did they ever actually let him fly before? In Zelda 1, he just has tiny little wing.
Our final hope.
Okay, now this is interesting here. Zelda has his sword. I am really starting to feel like Zelda and Link's sword get banished to some other realm. And the Zonai, I'm with you, the Zonai were banished to that realm too. Okay, they were banished somehow. And they're all hanging out in that universe. And Link's trying to save her in this universe. Yeah. Because she has his sword, and then he's running around. Right? He's running around without his sword, but he's got like sword power on his arm, guardian power or whatever on his arm, because it fused some. I don't know, man. I didn't write this story. I'm just making it up as I go along. And then what he's talking about, oh, that magical sword of his, they need to get that back to Link somehow. The legend, it does imply a broken sword. Yeah, I felt like this is like his arm, though. I felt like that was just, the sword was an extension of his arm in that. But, yeah, I mean, you're right. Definitely does imply a broken sword, the logo. Hieroglyphic Ganondorf.
Link!
This doesn't feel like the same Hyrule. No islands. Yeah. She's definitely somewhere else and not necessarily in danger somewhere else. With the Master Sword. She's in the past or in the future? Maybe. A different time or another realm. Yes, past, future, or another realm. But I think we can 100% say, I think we can 90% say, we can't 100% say anything until we play the game. I think we can 90% say that she is not at the original Hyrule. That would explain why the Zonai exists if they're in the past. Yeah, but like...
You must find me.
Yeah, I mean, she's gone. Fuck me in the dick. I can't wait to play this game. I mean, it's not out of the realm for them to put, you know, time in it. Love the new Ganondorf. I like Ganondorf a lot, too. Could just be an evil Zonai doing things. Mad that they got banished. Yeah. Zelda also got the thug life on her, tatted on her stomach. Yeah, that's why she got the tears. She's got the thug life. She's got it all. She's got it all. Yeah. Demise is in the Blood Moon. I don't know enough about Demise to like speculate on Demise. Reset stream for you. I'm gonna reset stream real quick anyway because I'm at 41 hours and I gotta reset stream today. Yeah. So I have to reset stream real quick anyway. 1, 2, 3. Nobody go anywhere. I'll be right back.